Hello everyone, it's Roidman, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. Last time, we did a Hercules Cup, and defeated both Cloud and Hercules, got ourselves 2 Keyblades, a shield, and sealed the keyhole in that world. Now this time, we're basically making a trip back to all the worlds. The 2 worlds I don't think you'll need to be going back to is both Atlantica and Halloweentown, because you don't really have anything. I will go back to Halloweentown because I think I missed a chest or 2 there, but otherwise it's not much of a point. But we're going to start off with Neverland because there was a yellow Trinity mark that I did see but could not obtain. So we're going to go into the ship's hold. Because the item that we need to collect from there... Well, actually, there's a lot of things we can now do in this area. Because, here's the thing. Even at the pirate ship, we can now fly. We actually have the upper hand. And yes, Heartless are still basically surrounding this area. I just recommend that you clear out any Heartless that you have to take care of, so I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we now got the room cleared. So, one thing we couldn't get to was up here because we didn't have the fly ability. Well, yeah. If I just use my lock on here. Let's see what we couldn't get from this the first time. Dalmatians 82, 83, and 84 has returned home. So that's nice. Otherwise, there's really nothing else in this except for the yellow Trinity mark. Okay. Took care of the Heartless. Now let's see what's hidden behind this door right here. Remember, you need both Donald and Goofy for Trinity Mark, so I will not be using extra party members during this time. But it takes us into a secret room, full of treasure chests! Okay, so I want to see what these treasure chests contain for me, because these are blue chests, which means they have something good. Okay. So let's start collecting items. First chest. Orichalcum. Nice. Dispel G. '85, '86, and '87 has returned home. And attain the power of wind. Arrow has turned up to Arrowa. We have a stronger wind shield. Air shield. I'll reach on deck just to make sure that we haven't forgot any treasure chests. Now that we're on the pirate deck, I want to make sure I'm not forgetting any treasure chests while up here. Keep in mind, you are actually going against a wave of Heartless. So try to take care of them as best as possible. Okay, let's see here. Because here's the thing, when we first initially went against Captain Hook here, we couldn't do anything about collecting items. But you still have to deal with a wave of Heartless. This is also a great area to just level grind as well. Remember, the air pirates have the same advantage as you do, which they can fly. But that's all the advantage they're getting. But basically, when you did that first wave with them, basically, it's just the same fight as before. Just... Okay, don't lie to me when this battle's not finished. So let's just make sure we didn't forget anything. No treasure chest there. And let's see here. I don't want to accidentally enter a room that I don't want to enter. I'll remember that for later. But yeah, those are treasure chests those are not treasure chests. Making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, there we go. Now you could be hidden. I knew there was like something up here. Dispel G. I gotta be very careful with those Dispel G because they might just say no to me. Let's just make sure there's nothing on the other ones. And I'll meet you back at the clock tower part of this world. So, after your first visit from the clock tower, Wendy won't be here anymore. But, there is a special detail that I do love about this clock tower. Which I'm hoping that I hit the right time. Should be somewhere. Up, there we go! Based on your PlayStation's in-game clock, every hour, like real game time hour, you basically get an item from here. Every hour you'll get something, and if you forget which one you got, the clock will actually light up here. I don't recommend you talk to Sid until you collect every one of them, which will take probably a whole day if you decide to play the game for a whole day. Otherwise, that's a neat little thing to have. 12 items that you can easily get. So, I'll meet you in the next world. So, in Halloweentown, we have collected most of the majority of the chests that we could get, but there is one chest that I know of that you can't get until you get the glide ability. Also, be careful. Heartless are still around here. But what I would recommend is getting up here. Well, you see that little head right there. Basically, find a good jumping point from that point. Which I'm trying... I swear there was Heartless in this area. Or let's find a good high point to just try to get up there. Which I'm trying to remember which high point I need to get to. Because entering through there won't do me any good. Oh wait, now I remember. I just need to figure out a way to get up here. I know there's a way to get up there, it's just a little difficult too. Nope, not through the guillotine gate. Not through there. Not through there. See, when I was up here... That's not going to help us get to that, is it? No, that's too far away, even if we decided... Yeah, we can't fly over there. There's got to be a way to get into that pumpkin head. So, we need to jump it from here, and then we have to cleverly get our way up here. As you can see, I'm just going to try to get yourself into a good point where you can actually stand on the ledge. Okay, now we just need to... Oh, we almost got it. Almost got it. Okay. So the first chest is right here. We get a power-up, which we could have gotten that the first time, but it was more out of the way. And if we just use our glide ability... Oh, we were so close with that. We can open these two chests. Domination 70, 71, and 72 have returned home. And an elixir. That'll be useful for later. Otherwise, that's really the only things we really missed in Halloweentown, because the only other thing that we could probably go is just search around, but we're just going to move on to the next world. So, one little thing I forgot to tell you about Monstro. You'll always enter from his mouth. You don't get any options. But again, it's not like you actually had any options in the first place. But we do have one chest that's up there, so let's see if we can just get get ourselves over there. Which, with the glide ability, we can now do that easily. Just basically fly around and poof, we got this chest. And if you were having the same problem that I was having trying to get on top of that thing, you can easily use the glide ability to get up there. In fact, you don't even need to do that. Now there is one other certain chest that we forgot about in here that I couldn't get, so I'll meet you at that area. Okay, so this chest that we couldn't get to in the first place in Chamber 5, let's see what was in it. Mega Elixir. Otherwise, there is this little thing right here that we can also reach as well. Except we get interrupted by these things! Really? You know, time for Strike Ray! I want to show you how useful this move becomes. Thank you, Donald! Mithril, and that leads us nowhere, but where does this path lead us to since we're here? That leads us to Chamber 1. Yeah, otherwise, that's basically everything in Monstro's belly. You can go up to where you fought the Parasite Cage the second time, but there's really nothing there but Heartless for you waiting there. So, I'll meet you to the next world. So, in the world of Agrabah, we have a lot to explore. So what I'm just going to recommend that you do is not do what I just did. Because there's no items waiting for us here. If anything, that's in the main plaza. You want to take the one that actually has the higher area, because you just don't want to deal with all the ground Heartless. And basically what we're doing is just doing a little gliding here and there. We do have both high jump and the ability to just get anywhere we want. So let's see what's in this blue chest. A Mithril. That's nice. And let's see here. I know there was one other thing, which we already got. Oh, right. The other items at the palace gate. We couldn't reach them because they were in a difficult to reach spot. And as you can see, there's a lot of pots here. You know what's in them. So I'm just going to ignore them right now. Well, this one. How the heck did you jump all the way that high? Heartless breaking the laws of physics. Agrabah G. More gummy ship parts. Just get ready to fight this pot here. No match for us. Let's see what's in the blue chest. Dalmatians 46, 47, and 48 has returned home. And there should be also an item down here, which, yeah, you're going to take care of all these pots. Which I believe we have this one chest here, which is a Narpatera chain. We didn't really need that. Otherwise, we can get back up to the higher ledge if we need to. But otherwise, yeah, we should have gotten all air soldiers. Not now. Yeah, I'll meet you at the Cave of Wonders because that's the next area we need to get to. Believe it or not, you could actually travel into the Cave of Wonders, even so it was shown that it was buried alive. You can actually re-explore this area as many times as you want after you defeat it the first time, but the only reason that I did not come back is because I did not have the ability to, you know, I do need to take care of these Heartless. Otherwise, I am not going to be able to collect any treasure chest because I'm in battle. So this first chest... Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, if they could just come to me, that would be nice. Thank you. I am okay with the ball taking it down. Oh yeah, they can attack you when they're still active! I forgot our Kingdom can do that. If you actually are clever enough, you can combo into that. But we have a blue chest. 49, 50, and 51 have returned home. Time to get into the next cavern. Gonna ignore them. If you do recall in this next cavern... Oh, actually no, it's not this one, I think. Oh! Actually, yes! There's a yellow Trinity mark, so... Luckily, a lot of these are easy to take care of. They're just only annoying pests at this point. Which, yeah. Like I said, annoying pests. I get worried that Goofy is wasting an item every time he does that. Okay. Remember Donald and Goofy for Trinity limit? And that will drop somewhere down for us to be useful. Otherwise... No, yes. We just need to get to the next chamber. Or... Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that Cure Heartless. It does nothing for me. Okay, so... What I'm going to do is this. And just watch this heart... Let them take care of that Heartless. Open this chest. Elixir. Try to get the map aligned to where I need it to. And I can't get there, can I? I like to disprove that theory. Let's take care of these shadows and Heartless and everything else that basically annoys me. I realize that I have a lot of money that I can easily use. The next chamber is more of a gold chamber, so we don't need to go into there, so... I think we can make it there. Come on, don't prove me wrong. Yes! Somehow they decide to lock this part of the map from you until you get Glide. Which... No, they did not unlock that part. I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing anything here. I remember there was something else. I swear there was something else to this place. No, that's the treasure room, which... There are Heartless in this room, but there's really nothing for us there. I remember there was being something else, but oh well. But otherwise, the next section is down here. Which, we're playing a fun game of just swimming to a lot of areas. One of them being here. Well, we got this thing down. Let's go to the hidden room. Which... Okay, good. We don't need the monkey. But that does unlock some stuff for us. Which I believe is right here. Let's see what that gives us. Meteor... Oh, that is awesome! And Thundaraji. That is awesome. I highly recommend that you pick those up. You can actually enter through these by just gliding, but having both those is just going to be helpful for us in the long run. I do remember something else that we couldn't get to because we didn't have a high enough jump. Let me see if I can find that area. There it is. I believe that is the last chest that we forgot to get. So let's open it. We get ourselves a mithril. And I will meet you in the next world. So for Tarzan's world, I recommend that you start at the top and work your way to the bottom. We're not going to do the jungle We're not going to do the jungle slide just yet. That will be its own separate video for later. Otherwise, I recommend going to the treehouse first, because if you remember, there was a boat that if you could should be able to get a treasure chest if you could actually jump into it normally. But with the glide ability, we should be able to get to it normally now. Just be careful of the monkeys. You should be able to take out any Heartless easily in one hit now, because you basically one-shot anything. So these monkeys are no threat. Otherwise, if you want easy level grinding, like I said, don't talk to Sid just yet. And the thing we're looking for, I don't need that. There we go. The thing we're looking for is right there. Now, if you could easily jump and attack to get up to that boat. On the alternative, you could just glide. And get a mithril. And you can also just glide and just fall. And I will meet you at the bottom of the camp. So, over at the Hippo's Lagoon, first off, this becomes a cakewalk easily, because now we can glide. But there was a chest that we couldn't get to because it was just out of our reach. Just like the boat. Simply just use the glide ability, and we got ourselves a chest, which we got Isona G. That'll actually become useful later. I'll meet you at the next world. So, once you get both high jump and glide ability, Wonderland becomes a very open area for you to just explore. For example, let's just open this chest right here, which we get Arrow G. We could have gotten some more items if we had to high jump, but I wanted to wait until we got glided to do that. Oh. That? I'm just going to take the advantage that these Heartless just gave me. There is that. Oh wait, that's for trying to get out. Basically, there is a certain section of this map that we couldn't get to because we didn't have the right ability. Because if we try to jump from this point to that point, we wouldn't be able to get to it. But now that we can now collect this item. Only problem, I need to clear out the Heartless here. So I'm just going to attack each one of them and be right back with you. So, like I said, there is a lot of things that we missed on our first trip here. One of them being that little high up place right there. Oh, we forgot Heartless. Just a simple attack should take care of it. I know you can get rewards for just collecting the item, for hitting them with the right spell, but I don't have the patience and time for that. Thunder G. So that's nice to have. But always just take the advantage that glide gives you when you just travel. Because we could just jump from this point to this point, collect this chest, which is an Orichalcum, which is very useful to us, and it gets us into the Tea Party Garden, which, if you couldn't the first time, there's a chest to your left here, grab that. Donations 19, 20, and 21, return home. And on the other side, there's another chest. Arrowga G. Along with that, there was that one item right over there. Excuse me? I'll be right back with ya. Oh! How come I didn't realize this sooner? There's a chest over here, so how about we glide to that first? So we're going to go and grab this blue chest, which will give us a mithril. And, not to mention, if we can just angle the camera correctly, we can actually fly to that space easily now. I stand corrected! Be right back! Okay, so 4th time's a charm. Try to get the camera to work for ya. And this time, let's try to jump from this side this time. And there we go. We can collect this chest, which will contain Agrabah G. All that for a gummy part. Now there is one other place that we should be able to get to now because of both high jump and glide. It's just a matter of finding it. And unfortunately, attacking that won't do anything as good. I'm going to ignore the Heartless at the time being because there are no more chests for us to collect in this area. But if needed to, there should be... Oh, that's not one of the areas we need to get to. Okay, now I remember which area we need to get to. Okay, I'm going to jump onto this rock that's right here. And just attack that. And see if I can just glide into this. I am being very stubborn with not trying to attack these large bodies, but it looks like I'll have to. There is another path that we can take, it's just somewhere. Or maybe it was... There was another path, I think it might have been this one. Let me just check. Yep, this is the room. Okay, so what you want to do is just clear out the Heartless first. Because where we are at right now is more of a special kind of room that you can't get to normally. And thank you for unlocking that. Just clear out the room of Heartless. This is required to do. If you are struggling for items, just basically try to get yourself like an item or two to work with you. I think it's... No, wait. Yeah, we need to turn this. Which will fill up the pot of water. Which will allow us to go through. Into the Queen's Castle, of all things. And allow us to get this. That shouldn't be the only thing that we could get to. Because here's the thing, we can normally just get up there normally. We didn't need the... I'll be right back with you, because I need to figure out where the heck I need to go. Oh! I'm an idiot. There's an entrance up here that if you just go from here to there. This is the room I was actually looking for. So let's see. More Heartless. Get ready to use the fire spell because you'll need that. Yeah. So let's just touch this. And yeah, I forgot you didn't need the fire spell. One of the lion heads will give you a treasure chest. That being a defense up. We are going to be so buffed up after this.
Let's go!
Oh, hello, single Heartless. I forgot Arcadum does that every time. It's very useful, it's just kind of inconvenient when you have, like, not that much magic to work with. Oh, did I just knock over that bookshelf? Yes, I did. Okay, now without interruption, let's light the torch. And into here we go. Which basically, if you need to get out of here you can. There are multiple ways of getting out of here. One of them is you have to use a certain spell here. Yeah, you have to shock them. Thank you for telling me that. Thundara! which will give you this treasure chest right here, which will give ya Thundar. Give me an elixir. Give me a potion. Okay,
This should help.
I wonder, does it really have to be a regular potion? I just wasted a high potion. Okay, so what do I even have? I got no potions, but I do have an elixir, so we can get one of these. Don't like the thought of wasting an elixir, but oh well.
Here.
Let's get this one to this flower, which gives us a mithril shard and such. There is a white trinity mark, so we'll have to come back to this later. And if I was correct, I did see another entrance that we could take. Yeah, right there. Which actually, that's how we entered. So that is all the items we can currently get in this world. So I'll meet you back at Town. So I would recommend starting at the Merlin Study because if you do recall, there is actually something on top of Merlin's house here. Push the boxes, and it will give you access to this treasure chest that's right here. If you don't miss. This might take me multiple tries. Come on. Come on. Okay, and the map's also uncooperative. There is one other treasure chest that we can get in this area as well. Come on. Open the treasure chest, and we get a power-up. That's nice. And careful with this one, you only get like one chance to do this because you have to go all the way over through the floating rocks, but it's very simple. Just glide and I'll be right back with you. Okay, second time's a charm. Well, technically third time's a charm, but if we have the map cooperating with us, we can open this chest to see that Dalmatians 1, 2, and 3 have returned home. Which means, speaking of Dalmatians, also easy way to just fly there. Let's go check up on the Dalmatians, because that is currently all the chests that we can collect. But there is two things that I kind of forgot to do. Well, technically one thing I forgot to do is just adding one of them to that mess. I'm going to show off some summons.
Gives me strength.
So, our first summon I forgot to show off is the one that we got from the 100 Acre Woods, Bambi. The reason I did not show this one off is because all Bambi does is provide you MP ore. So if you are a strong magical user, Bambi will provide you as much magic. So if you want to, let's say I wanted to use... Give me a move to use... Fine. Don't give me a move to use. But yeah. Bambi will give you a lot of items to use. Now just remember, you can only use the summon once every room, so... Let's exit this room and show off the other room. Summon, which... If you want to give up... If you want to give up half your party members... We can summon Tinkerbell. And basically we have a constant healing buddy. Actually no, you don't actually have to give up your party members. Basically you get a nice little healing buddy to help you for a limited amount of time. So you want to just act reckless? Go ahead, act reckless. Otherwise... thing we have to do is just go and check up on the Dalmatians and... why can't I enter this? Oh, right. I can't enter it from this side because our Heartless active. That makes no sense. Unless... Can I dismiss you? Dismiss. Okay, yeah, I gotta dismiss Tinkerbell if I'm ever in a room. Gift from Pongo and Peretta. Mega Elixir. Gift from Orichalcum. We have actually got a lot of Orichalcum. I'll meet you at the main part of Traverse Town. Okay, so we're now in the main part of Traverse Town. A few things I recommend that you do before you talk to Sid. Talk to the ducks. See if they have anything new. Which, if I'm correct, they don't really have anything new for you. Yeah, nothing new that you could really use. If you need anything for, like accessories, I don't recommend the accessory shop at this time. If you didn't need their accessories the first time, chances are you won't need them this time. Otherwise, there is a certain item that we've been constantly getting throughout this whole travel through all the worlds. If we go through the synthesis shop, and one of these Moogles I have to talk to. It's one of them. Not you. It's this one. I always forget which one I have to talk to. There's something about these things. I'm going to tell you right now. You get a very good item if you can craft every one of these items. We've only created like 6 out of 12 of them. To my knowledge, there should be a little more items, but the Orichalcums actually do come in play in this area. So I'm gonna see if I can try to craft as much as I can. Okay, can't craft that. Can't craft that. I can craft that. I'm only going to do that once. Can't craft that. I can't craft that. Definitely can't craft that. That's all we can craft. But you can get items from wherever. You should make a ribbon as a present to her, Koopo. A ribbon. Okay, so I wonder if new items is growing. Is that all you say? Okay, that's basically the only two things that you say. Let's check up on Geppetto to see if he has any new blueprints for us. Geppetto, do you have anything for us? Ah, Sora, look what I've cooked up this time. We got a Yuffie. There you go. Do you have anything else for us, Geppetto? No. What about you, Pinocchio? No. So we did get one more blueprint that we can easily use. So that's at least good. So, next time on Kingdom Hearts, because we have actually done our full exploration of all the worlds that we can do at this moment, we'll be talking to Sid and seeing where we can go for our next world.